Hey guys, how you doing this morning? It's Fred Reyes, and we're at the live at the Fred Reyes Show, guys. Special guest today, good buddy of mine, Mr. Phil Kang.
How's it going, everyone?
So I invited Phil because we had do an open house over the weekend. But not only that, so I'm going to go back a little bit because Phil has been in the industry for how long?
Since May, so like 5 months, 6
5
months,
5, 6 months,
right around there. Yeah.
So what got you? First of all, I mean, what is it that you said? Hey, I want to become a realtor one day to another.
Honestly, I've been working a lot. I've been in the service industry since I was like 14, 15. Got my first job at KFC. When I was in high school, just to make some cash.
By the way, I was a KFC fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
KFC fighter, chicken. I used to love chicken. I told that to a guy one time. We were at a fight, and I said, "Dude, I used to be a KFC fighter." He looked at me. What was that? But I used to grub, man. So KFC fighter, So, anyways, sorry about that. I told you, we're gonna have fun, man. So you worked at KFC for a while?
Yeah, I worked at KFC. I had, all throughout high school, college, I had all those, odds and ends jobs. I worked at a lot of bars, a lot of restaurants, and just at a certain point, you kind of get that, fatigue of working for someone else. Correct. They don't care about you. You're just a cog in their machine. So. Yeah. I figured I want to start my own business where I'm the boss, where I care about myself and my own business. Correct. And so everything I do, I'm willing to take that pressure and put it on my shoulders, And so that's kind of where I, fell into real estate. I didn't want to work for anybody. Yeah. I work for my clients, but ultimately, I do it for me. Correct. And as far as that, man, so when you first started, you said, okay, what's my first thing? You got your license? Got my license. And then from then I I got a license, now I need a broker. Yeah. And so. How does that happen? I know, if I need the right office, what do you think you look for in an office? For myself, I'm big into the team play. I grew up playing soccer. Yeah. I grew up playing a lot of sports, so for me, it's all about the team. Correct. And knowing your role on the team and your specialty and what value you can add, Yeah. So for me, the value that I needed from the team was I needed mentorship, I needed training. I have the work, I have the guts, I have the abilities to put those lessons into action, but I needed someone to tell me, hey, we need you to do this. You should be doing this. You need to be studying this. And teach you the plays. Because obviously in soccer, you have to have a good goalie. Yep. You got to have a good guy in the center. You got to have all that stuff. So. As part of the team, that's a good point because a lot of realtors, they think that, even the title guy, at one point you're going to need a team. Yeah. Right? And I need a good escrow. I need good, good realtors. It's just finding the right, chemistry. Yeah. I tell Phil, man, it's funny because we did a video and I joke about it, but I go, it's like the yin and the yang, man. Yep. We go live, but. That's important because you have to have that right team, especially in this business. Definitely. Like a broker, you have to have a good broker, good mentors in your office. Back in the early '80s, man, when I tried real estate for a bit. I liked it. I just like working with people. Period. Mm-hmm. And the thing is that I felt like, man, back then people were just like, well, I'm not going to teach him, I'm not going to do this, and because sometimes people are afraid. Yeah. You might have that drive and. You got to talk to an older dude who's like, oh man, this guy's gonna take my business. Yeah, who wants to train the dragon that's gonna eat him? Yeah. There's not a lot of people who have that courage, to want to mentor someone hungry. Yeah. Fortunately for me, I got super lucky, and I met, Sandra Mitri, who's one of my mentors. She's amazing. Oh man, he's awesome. And I met Michael DeVar, who's one of the legends in the business, and he took me under his wing. So. Yeah, I've talked to Michael. I would like to have Mike on the show. He, Michael's very cool. He's. I talked to him, very good guy, but as a broker, very smooth. He teaches his agents about knowledge. Yeah. And knowledge is power, and that's the same thing with our industry. You have to have the right tools, and I know he does a lot of classes, and that's key for a new agent like you. You come in, you want to start your business, and where do you start, Man, just trying to find that broker. I called and I met with about 4 or 5 different offices, different realtor companies, and 4 of them blew me off, Really? Yeah. They just we don't want to say names, but hey, but little do they know that was that dragon that come back and eat them. That was their fault, I'm hustling as hard as I can. Michael gave me the in, and
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
I took it. And
Shout out to Michael, you know, and his crew. I mean,
Michael DeVar, Zutila, everyone at the Zutila office.
I remember when I first went to Zutila, it was so funny because in Spanish it sounds like tortilla. Zutila, and Sandy, you know, Sandy, shout out to you too, man. Sandy Reach is awesome.
Yeah.
You know, I met her and I was so blessed with her because, you know, not only as a friend, as you know, I told her if I can have 100 agents like her, you know, I'm done, you know, because everybody has, it's different, man. And when you work with people that you get along with, I mean, just, you know, especially the open houses, I mean, we have fun,
it doesn't feel like work, you know,
No.
5-6 hours like that, you know. And we're just hanging out, having a good time. You know, people come in, we show them the property. You know, we make them feel like they're part of our, you know, party.
And they like it because, you know, that's good energy. And it's funny because, you know, people walk in and like, man, they're excited to be there. You know, and I mean, especially this last open house. I mean, we had like few, huh?
Everybody that came into the house wanted to buy it.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's key.
And it's not surprising given, you know, Sandra's style and her ability to stage and her ability to, you know pricing and to promote her property.
And you coming as a new agent, that helps you out because you're thinking, okay, I'm seeing a vision here. You're learning from like the master, right?
Yeah, it's like the guy who holds Michael Jordan's bag, you know, like, okay, like this is what he does.
Like Tiger Woods just got back into playing, losing out for a while.
He just won. Yeah, he came back and it was crazy comeback. You know, I don't think many people were expecting him to come back and win.
That's crazy,
you know?
man.
But yeah, just having surrounding yourself with the right people. You know, I got you. You know, every time me and Fred do a video, I get a lead. So
that's crazy, man. You know, that's why I told Phil here. I said, Phil, man, you gotta come in and share. You know, not because look at, I'm not talking. It's not me, man. It's social media. You know, it's doing a video. I mean, we went live on your social, you know, on your Facebook.
Yeah.
You know, I just tagged myself, and you know what? It was kind of funny because. Phil calls me and goes, dude, I got a lead, man. I said, what? and that happened twice already, huh?
Yeah.
And it's crazy because, you know what? You never know who's watching. And you know, it was one of his buddies, like, dude, the first one, how did that happen? Remember when you told me, he's like, dude, I got a lead. The guy called me. I wrote up an offer that night.
Yeah.
Like that.
My friend saw that I was just, you know, doing work on social media. I was inspired by all the videos Fred was posting, so I posted one of my own. And, you know, they hit me up that day. Hey, you know, we're looking for a house. Would you like to write an offer for us? And I said, of course I would. I'd love to do that.
You're like, hell yeah. I'll be right there.
I would love to help you out, you know? So that deal just closed last week. And,
wow. That was a pretty good deal.
Yeah. My clients, they
this
got a great property.
He goes, I'm going to go on vacation. No, you're not. You're on fire, dude. So, I mean, talking about 5 months, dude. In your 5 months, I mean, you've written a couple offers.
Yeah. I've closed 2 deals. I've closed a bunch of leases. I'm working on my 3rd deal right now. My goal for my first 12 months was to close 6 transactions as either the buyer or seller's agent.
And that's in 6 a year?
And in my first 12 months, that was my goal.
12 months. Yeah. See that, and that's good, man. I mean, you're doing it less than. I think you're doing it.
Yeah, I'm a little bit ahead of schedule.
Ahead of schedule, which is great, man. And you know, and that's one thing. Is Phil. You know, I was talking to Sandy, you know, at the old house, and you know, he's out there hustling, man. You know, getting the signs, doing this, doing talking to people. Not shy at all, you know. I mean, I think you do very good.
Yeah, you can't be shy. You gotta be hungry. You gotta
I
be
can
sharp.
just get around, you know, his office. You know, that's the goal you should have. I mean, how old are you now? You're 31.
I'm 32.
32 single.
Yeah.
So, ladies up there. So another thing too, man. That you know, I feel you know we talked at open houses. You know, we had some downtime. We're talking. And it was so cool because to learn about his, you know, background. I mean, this guy, you were like a dragon guy or doing that.
Oh,
fire.
I used to be a trained fire breather.
Fire breather.
Yeah.
I mean, I did a lot of shots back in the days. Trust me, man. I was like burning up, but yeah, some of the pictures this guy has, I mean, social media, it's crazy. And so so we got thinking. I said, you know what, man, we got to do something different. Something different when people come to open house. Maybe having a 3-4 o'clock, do this guy breathing fire or something cool, man. I like that. But we will have an event. You know, I think it'd be cool just to even just talk to the youth. I mean, that's my goal. You know. You know, I was telling a lot of the teenagers nowadays, you know, they don't know that real estate. A lot of people, it is hard, but it was like you said, you need that right team.
Yeah.
Getting involved with the right people, getting, you know, like I've been in the business over 20, I'm turning about 30 years now. And you know what? I learned something every day, and I learned something from other people. Yeah, there's some great title guys out there. Shouts out to everybody out there, guys. But it's really finding the right agents to work with. It's like chemistry, you know.
Yeah.
Not everybody's gonna like you. Not everybody's gonna work with you.
Yeah, you gotta, you know, it's gotta fit like that glove, you know.
Yeah. So I think that's what we accomplished. And you know, talking about the videos, I mean, I mean, were you doing a lot of social media before?
Honestly, no. I just restarted my social media,
Yeah.
just as a way of reaching out to past connections
Yeah.
and to keep in touch with my clients.
Yeah, and I think that Mike really talks a lot about that too, because social media is so important.
Yeah, it's really important to have a social media presence, just so people can see that, you're an actual human being and, you have actual wants, needs,
Correct.
and, you care about things,
Correct.
other than just selling homes,
And that's
making money.
that's key. You said that because people want to know who Phil is, right? And he's probably going to attract some people that I can't attract, or it is different, right? And not I tell Phil, I said, look, man, I said you got to be out there. I mean, if I'd be doing a show, breathing that, I'm just kidding. But it'd be kind of cool because you know what? I mean, not only that, but it's like during the day. I mean, you got the suit on, you got making it happen. Less than 5 months. That's pretty cool, man. I don't see a lot of people, that are actually doing that. I mean, it's finding. I say find that right team.
Yeah.
Find a mentor. Find a good office. You got to be, especially like even in title business, man. I go sometimes and I'm thinking, okay, am I at the right office? Am I right team players? But I guarantee you, man, all my girls or people at the office, I love them because I call in for something, it's done. Sometimes I'm lagging. I apologize for that. But guys, it's about educating the client. It's how hey Phil, we have these programs like tomorrow, guys. I'm having a class here in the city of Orange, and Phil will be here. But it's really educating the tools, technology now because I mean, you're like a millennial, no? Are you considered a millennial?
I don't know, 85, is that a millennial?
I don't know, man. I think 30. You're young, dude. I mean, I think so. I mean, you do a lot of cool stuff. I mean, remember that little place you took me to? What's that little place?
Which place?
A white place. That little.
Oh yeah. Shout out to High Time Wine Cellars in Costa Mesa.
That's a cool place.
That's the spot. If you're a local, you like wine, beer,
Yeah.
any kind of alcohol. Their staff is super nerdy, super helpful. They're the best place around.
This guy goes, hey, bro, I actually went with Sandy. It's so funny because Sandy, she don't drink or anything, but we went there. We had a really good time.
Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of cool. Even with Saeed.
Yeah, Saeed was there.
He's gonna come tomorrow. He's a cool guy, man. And that's what's cool, And Sandy has a group where she's building different. Where are you from, first of all?
Me, I'm from Cincinnati. Go Bengals. Go Reds. Also, shout out to the Dodgers. We're gonna make it to the playoffs. We're gonna win the World Series this year.
Hey, this guy looks like the pitcher for the Dodgers. What was that guy's name? Remember that guy?
Yeah.
What is his name?
Which one?
The pitcher. The one. What's his name?
Ryu,
was it? That's one of the pitchers.
a Korean cat.
Korean guy.
Yeah. I was thinking I look more like Jansen, man.
That's funny. I look like the old guy from the Dodgers.
The manager, Lasorda.
Valenzuela.
Oh, Valenzuela.
They used to call me when I used to play baseball back in the high school. Man, they used to call me, I played Little League, and they used to call me Bambino. Like, who the hell Bambino? It was when Valenzuela first started, and it was so funny, man, Valenzuela. Now, but this guy got me on a keto diet as well, so he gave me some tippers, and I go, look, man, I said, when we start doing some kind of video stuff, I was worried at first, because I'm thinking, okay, little gordito, thing. But at the same time, it's like you got to do it, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
you got to get in the grind.
More than let's be real. This is SoCal, and the body you put the clothes on is almost as important as the clothes you put on it.
Correct.
Maybe even more so.
Yeah.
But disregarding that, I mean, healthy body, healthy mind,
And I mean, as far as that, it's key you said that because in this business, I mean, you got to be motivated for one. Mm-hmm. You got to get up every morning, look sharp, right, and look good and feel good because if you're not feeling it,
people can tell.
Yeah.
It's instant like that.
Yeah.
People
I know when I'm not feeling it, I don't even go out, man. And I apologize. I'm being honest, but it's true. I deal with 3 little kids, and then I got to deal with realtors and all that, and sometimes it's a headache.
It's
not everybody's like this guy or Sandy or but I love it. It's like that old golf game. It's like you hit that ball and you're like, man, I suck, but you get a good hit and you come back.
Yeah.
And it's good. And that's kind of like I had a little conversation with my son last night. He's like, Dad, I hate school and this and that. I'm like, what? I go, you're a straight A kid. What's wrong? Well, I'm tired. I think he was just exhausted about football and all this stuff. But I go, Mijo, that's part of life, man.
Yeah.
I said, you got no bills. You're in there playing Xbox. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, the reality
life is good.
Life is good, man. So enjoy it. So guys, I mean, that's why I wanted to invite Phil, man. I mean, congratulations to your success so far. I mean,
Thank you.
Very successful.
Just starting out. Still got some more to do.
We're gonna do an interview with him. He comes back another 5 months, and I think just to see a process, because it's key for a lot of agents right now that are thinking to get into the business. Phil, I mean, would you be considering to say, hey, look, if somebody has a question, would you say, hey, have him give me a call, Fred, or maybe the office?
Absolutely, give me a call. I'm not part of that old guard who doesn't want to, train people.
Correct.
I think empowering people and giving them knowledge is one of the most important things we can do as people, as a community. So if there's any questions that anybody has, they want to reach out, give me a call. My number is 714-864-0447. It's on the bottom little ticker right here. So reach out to me, give me a call.
And you know Spanish, a little Spanish too, no?
I know a little bit of Spanish, but only enough to get me in trouble, Maybe get me slapped in the face by somebody.
But out man, this guy he busts his out, he goes, I don't know Spanish, Fred, don't worry. And I go, what is it? I goes, arroz, what is that? Arroz, mami?
¿Quieres arroz, mami?
Oh my God, dude, that's classic.
Hey, that got me 2 first dates. Don't hate.
That is classic, man. So, Quieres arroz, mami is right here live with us. It's so funny, man. You like this guy. It's gonna be. I think you're gonna be. I always say, man, I work with a lot of realtors, dude, and not everybody has a drive, and that's the thing. It's like, hey, man, but that's why, guys, you got to come to these classes. Come tomorrow, learn. Try to learn as much as you can because it's key.
Yeah. You have to know. You have to always be learning. Always be sharpening that edge.
Yeah. I'm sure when you started that fire breathing thing, it wasn't overnight.
It almost was. I saw someone doing it, and I walked over. I'm like, "Hey, can you teach me that?"
Yeah.
That's the craziest thing I ever seen.
I tried that one in Ensenada with a tequila shot, man. I burned myself.
Oh, you definitely don't use tequila.
Yeah.
Anything you can light on fire when it's a liquid, you don't do it with that.
Yeah.
That's just a rule. So, but don't do it. Period. It's too dangerous, man.
Too dangerous. Yeah, and be careful. I see a lot of kids, man. Their followers do. They like to sell the alcohol. It's stupid. Jump in the shower.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, come on, man. I when I was in high school, I never did stuff like that because I'm thinking to myself, I'm not gonna light myself on fire. These little kids light them, and heck no, man. So that's why talking about different stuff. But anyways, Phil, I mean, what's in the next thing? What does Phil have, for the next couple of years? What's your goal?
Well, I mean, just for my first 12-month goal, I want to close 6 transactions.
Yeah.
I'm about halfway there. So if anybody out there, you need something, hit me up. I'm hungry. I work hard, and I'm surrounded by a great team of professionals.
Correct.
To
And what is
service
you also
needs.
know Korean? No?
Yeah. Hangmarhasisa. So I
How
speak
do
a
you
little
say
bit of
Fred?
Korean.
How do you say Fred in Korean?
Fred
Big Fred.
in Korean, you say it Fred.
Fred. I don't know. That's why I like this guy. It's funny. Fred. All right, guys. Thank you so much, Phil. Thank you so much for coming, man.
Hey, thanks for having me on, Fred. I appreciate
it's
you.
really awesome. Thank you, guys. Tomorrow, don't forget, from 11 to 1, come on down. We're in the city, and we'll also put the address, so come on down. Guys, thanks. Come be like Phil, man. Come meet Phil. He'll be here. It's going to be cool. I mean, if you have any questions, guys, get a hold of Phil. That's going to be exciting. So thank you so much.
Call my number.
Yeah,
it's right
call
on the
the
bottom.
number. So, guys, thank you so much. Peace out, man. God bless.
Hope to see you guys soon.